Hello Cochrane, welcome back to another edition of Fireside Chat with Mayor Jeff Genung. I am Mayor Jeff Genung, and today we're not actually by the fire. As you can see, this is the bus stop chat is what we're going to call this one. Council is back in session. Last night was our first meeting after the summer break. We had a small agenda but a very important item, and I think I'm highlighting it here with this. This is what the bus stops are going to look like, but I kind of clipped this one on here so that we could do a cool little video today. So bear with me, we'll get to that. Council, I'm in the obviously in the parking lot of the ranch house today, so we got cars going by. It's drizzling out, you know, typical Cochrane summer weather here. Anyways, back to the meeting. We had not, like I said, not too busy of an agenda. So we had transit bylaw was the first thing on the agenda. So council passed all three readings last night, unanimously I might add, to really put transit on the street. So the bylaw had set all of the functions of what transit is going to look like. The fares, so we landed on the $2.50 per trip. There's a whole list of things. We're going to have a seniors discount, a youth discount, group tickets, so you can buy 10 tickets at a time for a discount. All of these things are going to be on the website for you to check out. I have them here in my agenda, but it's raining, so I'm not going to go through them all. Anyways, transit, we're so excited for transit to be on the street. You may have seen our pilot vehicle in the parade a week or so ago. This, as I mentioned, is what the bus stops are actually going to look like. There will be one here at the ranch house, so you can catch a bus up here to well, visit me or any of the town staff, or maybe you know, buy a dog license, etc. So yes, we're so pumped to have transit on the streets. Two, I think, highlights that I would just point out is that transit pilot is going to start on October 7th. So October 7th is when the service will actually start in the community, and we're not going to have the buses that we are going to have ultimately ready for on the street, but we're going to have interim buses to get the pilot project started, and that will be free of charge right into the end of the year. So I believe December 31st, if not the end of the holiday season, you will be able to use the COLT system for free. So coming soon, you will see bus stops being put up in your neighborhoods. You will also be able to download the app very soon. All of those things are coming. Please stand by, and I'm super excited about that. So COLT is coming. So that's the big thing on the agenda. So moving on, before I move on, I just want to say kudos to Devin LaFlesche. Devin is our transit analyst. He's the young man that's been in charge of this program right from the beginning, right when we were a transit task force. It feels like 15 years ago, but it was really only about 13 months, I think. He has been a superpower on this project. He has always got all the answers. He's very diligent. His attention to detail is very high, and I've appreciated working with Devin very much. So we're all, as I said last night at council, we are all super excited about this service, but we're also a little bit nervous, and I think it's just that nervous excitement to have this new service, and we want it to work so well, and I think we're doing everything we can so that everything is going to launch perfectly. So the pilot project, as I said, free. We're going to iron out all the bugs in the system until we actually have the buses on the streets in the new year. So look for that in your neighborhood, as I said. So moving on, this one is a redesignation of land use for Fireside, Phase 10. So we did the first reading last night and set a public hearing for September 23rd. This is a bylaw to change from commercial residential mixed to residential single and 2 dwellings. So there's a small pocket in Fireside that the applicant has asked the town, the planning department, to change from commercial residential mixed, which is RMC, to R2. So if you want to provide feedback on that, come to the public hearing on September 23rd. Council will debate it at a future council meeting. Bylaw 24, moving on, Heritage Hills Storm Pond dedication. This was a housekeeping item. We gave that first reading, and that is to bring the storm pond in Heritage Hills into the town's ownership. This is standard practice, but we have to go through the bylaw process and have a public hearing for that as well. That will be also on September 23rd. Lastly, Fireside Stage 2 neighborhood plan. We set a public hearing for that also, and that is to deal with the Fireside change that I talked about just a few seconds ago, from the mixed use commercial to, commercial residential mixed to R2. The developer would then have to amend the neighborhood plan. So that is all that. That, in a nutshell, was last night's council meeting. So if you want more information on the COLT system, well, look, it's right here, ridecolt.ca, or on the town website. Thanks for joining me again on this great summer morning here in Cochrane by the bus stop number 1. I don't know what number it's going to be, but this is 2A today, so but this is what it's going to look like. So thanks for joining. See you next time.